What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Carlie Shea, and today we are checking out a video from one of my favorite artists, and that is REN. I am absolutely obsessed with him and his music. He is just a genius in multiple ways. But when I first found REN, like I said, he was at about 600,000 subscribers, and within a few months, he has just exploded after producing the song Hi Ren, or creating the song Hi Ren, which I absolutely recommend. The link will be down in the description along with this channel. You have to go watch it. It is life-changing. And so go subscribe to him and watch that video. Tell him SheaWhatNow sent ya. And anyway, so he was at 600,000 just a few months ago, and now he is celebrating 1 million subscribers, which is greatly deserved. So he posted a new video called 1 million subscribers defining success, which I'm very interested to hear about. Especially from him and just kind of behind the scenes, what he's going through, what he's feeling and thinking. And a lot of people have told me that I should watch this. So I'm very excited to check it out. But don't forget to subscribe here for more reactions to REN and other things. So here we go.
I want to keep this short and sweet because I wrote something that I want to share with you. But first of all, I just want to say how grateful I am. I've reached 1 million subscribers on YouTube, which is flipping huge milestone.
We love it.
I wanted to say thank you to everyone who supported my music over the years, whether you're newly on board or have been here for a while. I wanted to say thank you to the YouTube reaction community who have gotten behind my stuff in a big way and really helped me reach this goal. So thank you guys.
That is so,
yeah, I wanted to.
So nice that he shouted us out, like the reaction community. And that means so much to me. Not that it's just like my channel or anything, but just to the whole reaction community. If I can speak for everybody, and just saying, like, it is such an honor to be able to share amazing artists and music like that, because that is pretty much our jobs. Like, I love listening to good music too, but being able to share it with you guys and people finding artists like REN through my channel is one of the biggest honors of even having this channel. So I'm so touched that he even talked about that.
Really helped me reach this goal. So thank you guys. Yeah, I wanted to read this passage that I wrote about success. It's too much for me to remember right now, so bear with me. But yeah, success to me means that I have a responsibility that transcends me. If I have a platform where people are paying attention, then I feel like it's my duty to make that count. It's far more important than my aspirations with music and what I could personally gain. There's a saying that stuck with me recently, which was a rising tide lifts all ships. Somehow, by finding success for myself has meant that I can find success for the people around me. And that makes me feel very rich. I'm in a very strange position right now where I owe much of my success to the most destructive force in my life, which has been the turbulence of my physical and mental illness. The thing that has by far brought me the most pain has been a source of constant inspiration, which ironically led to creations which brought me the most joy.
Wow.
Creating art which means something to somebody else and can potentially be a companion to somebody else in the dark justifies my own pain, and I desperately needed that to be justified. There are a lot of people alive today who live in the dark. It's a place that I'm very familiar with. In the peak of my health problems, I was severely underweight. All my meals had to be restricted and blended, and I was so tired that I couldn't participate in life. I couldn't socialize, I couldn't watch films, I couldn't read. My bones constantly hurt. Even standing in the shower was excruciating and exhausting. And this went on for years, with no answers. Nobody could have ever convinced me during that time that my pain and suffering would be a source for something good.
Wow.
Because it felt insidious.
Wow. I think one of the coolest, I don't know the right word, bravest things, wisest things is finding the good out of the bad. And clearly that's what he's done. He's taken something that's just been a nightmare and just awful and turned it into something truly beautiful. And I think that is one of the biggest parts of life that we have to learn, is learning to take the really good out of the bad. And I truly believe that there is good in all bad things, that there can be good in all bad things. And I look up to him a lot for sharing that point of view, because it will inspire a lot of people to say, like, look, I went through this and currently I'm going through this terrible thing, but also beautiful things came out of it. And I know that he inspires so many people, including myself. Like, I'm on antidepressants. I struggle with depression on and off my entire life, and I have no problem talking about that. But just like in the way that Ren discusses that stuff, it's important for people to be able to relate. And I just think that it's really cool what he's out here doing.
Something good, because it felt insidious. Nobody could have ever convinced me that something constructive can come from hurting every day. But I'm here to tell you that if you are hurting every day, don't be afraid. One thing I know to be a certain, to be a constant law of the universe, is that life is inconsistent. Life is beautiful and life is hideous. Life is kind and life is cruel. Dancing inside this dichotomy and inconsistency makes me know that you won't hurt forever, whether that comes from resolution of what you're going through or acceptance of where you are. You won't hurt forever.
So well said.
You don't know yet whether or not your pain conceals gold. It definitely conceals wisdom, and it's definitely a catalyst for filling you with empathy. So stand strong, my friends, and don't let the darkness consume you, because once you know the dark and become intimate with it, you become very capable of wielding the light.
Yes.
You could be instrumental.
Oh, man. Oh, it's so spot on. Everything he's saying is so good and so true. I could not explain it or put it any better. I don't want to pause it too much, but that's just absolutely beautiful. He's so good with his words, and you can tell he's obviously very passionate about this, because how could you not be? But what I truly love about this is, instead of this being a video of like, hey guys, I worked my butt off so hard to be here and I got a 1 million subscribers, stuff like that. It's like, no, he's literally trying to help people in the darkest of darks and giving this inspiring, beautiful speech. Like, it just shows truly who Ren is, and I love that.
With it, you become consume you, because once you know the dark and become intimate with it, you become very capable of wielding the light.
Amen.
You could be instrumental for changing this world for the better. There's nothing humble about shrinking or doubting yourself, because you are large. You can be ferocious and you could be magnificent. For the medical industry, who too often let people fall through the cracks, it's your duty to do better. For the people living in the light, who have either stepped out of their shadow or have never had to walk beside it, it's your responsibility to put out untainted love. Our own greed, desire to ferociously expand, and decisions rooted in self-interest can benefit ourselves in a material sense, but can be very destructive to the hive and the world around us, ultimately hurting ourselves. So we really must consider that if we're going to step into a bright future. As humans, we have an incredible potential, and it would be a shame to throw it away. So community, humanity, and changing our relationship with the natural world so it leans more towards homeostasis must be a priority number one. If you're watching this and there's a knot tied up in your stomach with bitterness, anger, or hatred for your fellow human being, be with it, feel it, understand it, express it, and then let it go. You're hurting. Give yourself love, forgive yourself, and then project that love outwards, and the anger will pass.
Wow.
We have a decision in every...
So what when he's bringing up the medical issue, I relate so heavily. I was given medication for something that I did not have. And for 6 months, I had excruciating pain. I went from weighing 148 to 119 in a month, which was very underweight I'm 5'8", I'm very tall, and was just skin and bones. And I could not for the life of me figure out what was wrong. And I had no idea that it was this medication that was doing it. And so for 6 months, all I could get myself to eat was salad. I could not drink anything besides water. I was terrified to eat because every time I ate, I had excruciating pain. It was the worst thing in life. So as much as I love doctors, they're human as well. And they definitely have a responsibility to, I mean, it can change somebody's life. I was changed forever. So in a very specific way, I do relate, not to the extent of what he went through, but to being in that scary darkness and getting through it.
Go. You're hurting. Give yourself love, forgive yourself, and then project that love outwards, and the anger will pass. We have a decision in every interaction to tilt the world towards heaven or hell, towards Jannah or Jahannam, utopia or dystopia. And some people's ideas of heaven will be another's image of hell. So tread carefully, but treat those differences with respect. Tapestries are made beautiful because of the variety in the sum of their parts. Thank you to 1 million people inside this rich tapestry for the opportunity for me to try and spread my own vision of what I believe to be good. And thank you for justifying my pain. Thank you. I love you.
Oh, man. Oh, that ending made me tear up a little bit. I got goosebumps from that. That was just beautiful. Whew. And obviously watching that, I didn't plan to share any of that, and I don't mean to make any of this about myself, just sharing my own relation to what he's speaking, and I'm sure that helps a lot of other people, everything he said. But just for a 1 million subscriber video, I think that probably tops all of them. So I look forward to one day hopefully having my own 1 million subscriber video and being able to deliver a speech such as that. So absolutely so much love for Ren. I am so excited to see the future that he is going to make, and for inspiring so many people, including myself. But if you have not but subscribe or watched Ren's videos, please go do it. Not for me, not for Ren, but for yourself. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe here too. But thank you guys for 150,000 subscribers, and we're on our way to 1 million someday as well. So thank you guys for watching. Go subscribe to Ren. He deserves it. We'll get him to 100 million someday. And in case somebody has told you today, I love you, God loves you, and peace.